Saw him and Lee Evans in the same week, about 3 days apart, and he was funnier than Lee Evans.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to sit through Lee Evans. I think I would literally die.
They were both like hilarious.
Yeah,
because Lee Evans was like in a big stadium and he was like thousands of people, but Steve Merchant was like about 300, 400 people in York.
Bit more.
He interacts more with the crowd, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Steve Merchant, so that'd probably be better.
Josh Widdicombe supported him, you know, does that thing on Channel 4 with that comedian that's only got one leg and the guy with gammy hands.
Is he a pirate?
You can't be one leg of the guy with gammy hands.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
I think I know which one you mean.
Are you recording?
Yeah, so welcome to Pixelbro Show. I'm your host Steve. We've got Macca.
This is yours. You ready?
We've got Spokes, Luke, and we've got Liam.
Spokes and Luke are one person.
I used to work with the guy with gammy hands as well.
Is he a comedian?
No,
Did he have a friend with
he's only got
one leg?
You figure out what it's called.
If you've seen any comedians with gammy hands,
Please
one
post
leg,
your comments.
comment in the description below.
Like and sub.
So,
This is my strong hand.
My terms.
I like to get it all up inside.
so Macca, what have you been doing the last couple of weeks?
He's been resting because of his bollock.
Yeah, I had an operation, if you watch my Pokemon videos you'll find out. Just Wi-Fi battles, double battles. I'm getting into the VGC sort of style. Like, apparently my team's better as double battles than single battles.
Right, okay.
I have a Mantan. Yeah, I have a Mantan. Don't judge.
Just a laugh leg.
I don't even know what a mantan is.
Mantan.
It's like a manta ray, but
A Mantan will be on the screen now. If you're watching this video, a picture of one will be on the screen right now.
As if you can't fucking see it.
I can see what it looks like now.
Can you see
I'm
it?
looking down or there.
Mantan was
Up
on
or
Emerald
whatever.
anyway. I'm sure Mantan.
Well, I haven't hit the ocean yet on Emerald, have I?
Have you not?
Give me a chance.
Give the
I can't even do Fortress City.
Do you even lift, bro? Well,
I've struggled with every gym on Emerald. Every gym.
What did you start then? What did you
Trico.
Trico.
Just
wait.
That Mudkip. You don't get a fucking Pokemon
You don't start
which
with
is
Trico.
a water type and resists electric.
Yeah.
Mudkip.
Why did you pick a Trico?
Because I've played a Mudkip before when I had Ruby back in the day, and I didn't fancy a
Torchic.
Torchic because it's like a fighting fire in it.
Fighting
Well,
fire with
And
fire.
is the most
Torchic.
powerful out of all three.
Yeah, but
It's actually banned from OU. It's like Uber in the ranks with Arceus and Mewtwo. But yeah, you
Always
don't
been-
fancy him.
Torchic.
I like to have a challenge, alright? What's up with having a challenge?
Well, you know,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Because then you have to like work on your team, don't you? You have to.
Hang on.
Props to having the Manectric there.
Sorry, I was like that. But yeah, I mean, in my time anyway, it's Wecker's time. So
Well,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry to steal all that, like.
Well, no, we're all just gabbing
it's
away.
alright, yeah,
aren't we? So
exactly.
it's friendly chat, friendly chit chat. So, what have you been playing then? So you've been playing some double battles.
Yeah, like VGC style, but obviously you get people who try and rape you with fucking cheating moves because they have Ubers in the...
What's an
You'll
Uber?
probably notice that Macca is quite sexually frustrated because he's ripping his paper off his bottle.
I'm very sexually frustrated.
Apparently that means you're sexually frustrated. So if my wife is
I'm very
watching,
sexually frustrated.
my wife is watching. Alright.
This like my spotlight didn't go how I was planning. It's gone from talking about Pokemon to be
Go
sexually
from both ones to find
frustrated.
out that Luke is undersexed.
Yeah.
I'm not under sex, I've had it 5 times this week.
I've had it 5 times in the last.
10 years.
You're lucky, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to double battles instead. I like using Pokemon that I like instead of like you get people who use like Rotom because it's good, and
Just like straight up power.
yeah,
Just like-
people use the same Pokemon. They use Rotom, they use Salamence, they use Dragonite, they use all the same Pokemon because they know that they're good, like Gardevoir and stuff like that because they know Mega is good. But I use stuff like Mantan. I've never seen a Mantan in a battle ever because it's always like Mawile and stuff like that. It's just like, But then
Makes
when
sense.
people come against my Mantan, they fucking shit themselves because they don't know what to expect. Like, they use grass moves on it. I'm just like, you're just a fucking cunt, aren't you? Really, it's not going to work. But
You're just a fucking beep, alright.
it's just beep.
Beep.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been breeding Pokemon for perfect IVs.
Awesome.
He likes
anything
his.
else? Finished.
I played-
Bravely Default. didn't
Yeah, I
you?
finished Bravely Default and Lightning Returns. Lightning Returns is better than Bravely Default. Lightning Returns was actually the saving grace of the whole series. I don't think. What did you think of 13-2?
13-2.
It's good, but the fact that it's like it doesn't point you to where you need to go, does it?
No, but I enjoyed 13-2 because I just explored and I did pretty much everything I could do on 13-2. Like I got.
Did you get stuck though?
No, not really.
Did you not?
No, I just got stuck right into it and I just went fucking all over the place.
I got quite stuck because there was one mission what you needed to do for the story where you had to go
Right there.
to the future
Yeah, good.
and then you had to get something from the future to get some time to go forward, which
Yeah.
it wasn't really specific about it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's why I got stuck. But I liked 13 Lightning Returns
Yeah.
because it was real straightforward.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You had so many hours to complete the day
Yeah.
and stuff.
Real
Yeah.
comfortable.
I had-
Nice.
I hadn't,
Not like that.
I've not
You're
finished.
Not like that.
Like
For 6
Returns,
times, are we?
but I will finish it soon.
Okay. Right. Move on to one of these two.
So,
Like a
seeing as
Pringle.
so like Final Fantasy conversation. Luke, what have you been playing on? Well, what have you been doing the last couple of weeks actually with yourself?
Been playing Final Fantasy 4. Joking. No, I've just been filming dayz with the boys. Bandits.
Didn't you go to Paris though for a bit, didn't you?
I did, but that's not about gaming, is it?
Well, yeah, but you can tell people about it, can't
I
you?
went to Paris.
Was it good?
Gay Perry.
Yeah, Paris. Beautiful city. If you've never been, I recommend it. Eiffel Tower's tall, very tall.
It's
Me and my
not
wife
as good
only
as
made
you
it to
can
the
be
first
thinking.
tier, and that was fucking high. She was having a panic attack, bless her. And to be fair, I don't think I could have gone further. It is fucking tall, really tall.
Did you learn any French?
I did.
What was it like?
I didn't. High school, secondary school.
French.
I tried stringing sentences together. I had this horrible habit of speaking French to, like, say, patisserie, asking for a pain de chocolat or something like that. And then at the end, instead of saying s'il vous plaît, I said please. So I kind of ruined it. I was like really trying. But luckily, a good friend of mine lives in France, in Paris, so he helped me. He helped me a lot.
Do you know the best sentence in French you've ever learned? Je ne comprends pas.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I don't understand.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to Paris. That was last month. I went Italy. We filmed this in April, so last month was March. Don't know when you're watching it. Been playing dayz. Loving dayz at the moment. Oh, boys.
What's your favourite aspects of dayz then? What's the bit that keeps you...
I personally, as you know, if you've seen some of my videos, I kind of like open-ended games, so I like freedom to do
Yeah.
what I want. I like killing people. I think most people like killing people, not in real life, obviously. It's fun when you capture people and shoot them and get captured and get rescued by somebody with a fire extinguisher. Quite an experience. But if you haven't played dayz or you're considering playing dayz, I recommend it very highly because it is double thumbs up. Look at that, double thumbs up.
How many bros would you give it? How many PIXELbros would you give it out of 10?
5 beat. Oh, 10.
We'll go
10.
5 then. We'll go
10
5.
being top.
How would you give it out of 5?
5.
Yeah.
5 out of 5 easy.
5 out of 5.
5 PBs.
5 PBs out of 5.
I've also
Do
been
you
playing
come to-
Tropico 4, a bit of Banished. Again, city building games, my thing. Tropico 4, I know it's a couple of years old now, but I do like that game. It's good, it's fun.
Are you excited for
With
5?
No,
sorry.
5. Yeah, I'll probably get it when it comes out down in the Steam sale. I'm not paying 30 quid for it. Sorry, but Don't pay 30 quid in a couple of weeks and get it for 10.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
But Tropico 5 looks good. I've watched the videos. Not read many.
So I've
reviews
never
yet.
played a Tropico game, but I've seen like videos of like it's sped up of like nothing and then cities being built in about
It's-
3 seconds.
Again, it's like if
So
you've been
what-
watching my Banish videos, it's kind of managing your workforce and stuff. You got it's not as intense as Banished. It's not as hard as Banished. Banished is really
do
hard.
you smoke cigars while you play it then? Like,
My
again,
avatar, you can create your own avatar, is a pop singer.
Right.
You create a personality for him, he's an entrepreneur.
This-
But he's also got a big fat cigar in his mouth, so that's good. But I don't actually sit at home and smoke cigars because smoking's bad for you.
But it is kids.
All you kids smoking and swearing. The devil's work.
Don't condone that at all.
I do.
But yeah, that's me. Games I'm looking forward to. I'm mainly focused on dayz at the moment. I'm really looking forward to new content in dayz. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on a crossbow.
So
I actually got my head shot in by a crossbow the other day. I was just eating some beans and some guy opened the door and fired a crossbow at my face. It was quite painful.
I do like they've played to put the crossbow in so people can be Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Good.
Brilliant. But I'm looking forward to it getting released more. I read a little something about it. They're upping the minimum spec on it or something. I don't know if it's true. But if that's the case, I'm going to get a better computer. That's me done. Bye.
So Liam, what's been happening in the last couple of weeks?
I bought a new PC.
Bought a new PC.
Finally a decent spec PC for the first time in like 10 years.
So going back to PC gaming for the first time in a long while, how do you feel?
It's like I've got the whole world in my hands. I could play any game.
world in
But do you like? The question is, I think, for a lot of people is like console gaming or PC gaming. Which do you prefer? Like, which do you think like this is good?
Teacher, I prefer PC gaming. I know it's Liam's time, but I do prefer PC gaming.
Oh, this is a good subject. I like this.
I think it's just
Because
get a bit more freedom on it.
I'll give you my opinion once I've got yours in a minute.
Yeah, and then I'll give mine.
Well, I would say
I'll just be twatting and interrupt. That's my start.
that I haven't been a PC gamer for that long. I mean, I've had PCs in the past, played PC games, but all my favourite games are console games.
Yeah.
Really, so Metal Gear, Zelda, things like that are predominantly
Yeah.
console games. But PC has I don't favour either. I think it's enjoyable.
Similar, yeah.
I wouldn't say I prefer the Xbox, PlayStation. I wouldn't say I prefer the PC to console gaming.
Yeah.
I prefer games to games. There's nothing.
Yeah. That, I think you get.
Good game's good game, innit? You can't. I don't think you should define it by. Well, I don't want to PS4 because I like Xboxes.
No.
Yeah, it's
If a game looks good, a game looks
True
good.
that.
I think you get two different. Personally, I use a PC for an experience that I can't get on a console.
Like Jessica Negri.
Like, well, yeah. But like,
Well, there are arguably games that are better suited for it. That
for like PC games,
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say,
like something like dayz is like I can't get that on a console at the minute. So
I don't
like,
think you'd ever get something that big on a console.
no, I mean they are talking about putting it to consoles, and
Will they have to dilute it though? Do you
well,
reckon?
we don't know the full extent of the next generation yet, do we? So,
Yeah, true, yeah.
well, current generation as it is now. So like something like that may be able to be done, but for the past 10 years, if you wanted something different, you had to play it on a PC, didn't you? You know, like something like, I think dayz is very much like the World of Warcraft in the fact that
Oh yeah.
like Warcraft was pretty innovative at the time. Like, I mean, I know there was like EverQuest and stuff like that, but then it was this big open thing and you got sucked in. And I'm as sucked into dayz as I was to Warcraft
Yeah, me too.
when I played Warcraft. Do you know, it's like, and I like dayz because nothing's scripted. So
Yeah.
like, when you meet a random player, like, it depends how that player's feeling that day, what mood they're in, if they want to be friendly, if they want to be a dickhead, and then you go on from there, and it's just a whole...
As we found out, sorry to interrupt, most players are dickheads.
Yeah.
As you watch episode 6, me and Steve pretty much get executed after sparing somebody's life.
Yeah. But you don't get like.
Spoiler alert there, by the way.
I've not,
Spoiler
I've not had that experience on a console, and I've had some
You're right
fucking
there.
great experiences on console,
Oh, yeah.
like story-driven experiences. But this,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm writing my own story.
Oh, yeah,
For the
that's-
first time in a
Again,
game,
freedom.
it,
I like that.
this is the
freedom.
first time I've ever wrote my own persona and who I am, and that's why I think it's great.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Well, my personal opinion, I'm enjoying handheld consoles at the minute. Like, I know that is what I specialise in generally, but like, I think the games are like more amplified if the consoles, like handheld consoles. Say for example, Resident Evil Revelations. You probably haven't played it.
I have played it.
Have you played it on the 3DS?
Yeah.
Did you play it with your earphones in?
I did, yeah.
How much more immersed did
It
you
was
feel?
better, yeah.
Exactly.
It was amazing.
And they
yeah.
released it for PS3. I
It was
guarantee it didn't
shit.
do as much.
It was awful. I
Yeah.
played it on PS3. It was,
Exactly.
It was wank compared to what I was
I
on
guarantee
the-
it was better for the 3DS than it was ever been for PS3, because when you've got your earphones in and you're just looking at the screen and you're just staring at it,
Well,
and you're just immersed in the world.
I'll be honest with you, when I played it, I only ever played it when I went for a shit. And I shut the toilet door.
And I bet it didn't take long.
And it was pitch black. And I was sat in there for about 40 minutes, every shit I had, with my headphones on. And I played it because it was pitch black and I was jumping. And then obviously, like, I was jumping, shitting myself, and just went straight in the toilet.
Exactly.
Saved me changing my pants.
What was
Exactly.
that? Oh, it's me shitting.
And I'm going to say this right now, Resident Evil Revelations, whoever made that should make the next Resident Evil game, because that was better than Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, I was better.
It was missions based, but it was still better.
Resident Evil.
So what was the last good Resident Evil you played?
4.
Code
Oh,
Veronica.
4. Yeah.
4. And
I'd
that's
say
why...
4.
That's
Oh.
why The Evil Within will be better than any Resident Evil game released now, because the guy who wrote Resident Evil 4 is writing Evil Within, and it was
Resident
fucking
Evil
awesome.
4 was
That's the
something
next
different,
game
wasn't it?
I would buy for a console.
But then, I'm not a big Resi fan. The only one I've really played is Resi 4, but I've co-played the others with
We
Steve.
played a
and
lot of 2, didn't we?
We played a lot of 2. We used to play like
Code
over and
Veronica,
over and
didn't
over
we?
and over. Yeah, Code Veronica. I've co-played a lot, but they're not my kind of games, so I don't really get involved. But on number 4, I really enjoyed that. And how many times have they re-released it now? Like 3 times.
More than that.
Yeah,
They
re-released
released it,
3 times.
well, it was for the
High
GameCube,
definition.
wasn't it? Then it was PS2,
Yeah.
then it was PS3, like download.
The Wii.
Xbox.
You can get for your
Wii,
iPhone, you can get for the iPhone on
and they've recently just brought out for PC as well.
PC. It's the best Resident Evil game, and the reason he left is because he didn't want to do what they wanted to do. He wanted that to be a separate one, but then they carried it on with Resi 5, which to be
Yeah.
fair, Resi 5 wasn't that bad. It was a
well,
good game, but
I tell you what, right? If we're going Resi 5, right, I enjoyed the first quarter, then the next quarter was. The next 2 quarters were wank. And then the last
the
quarter.
thing that set it up was the executioner. There's no doubt about that. The guy who cut the
Yeah.
head off and then you see him and
yeah.
you never see him again, apart from when they released the download content. But
yeah. But like, I think
Yeah.
Resi 5's got a spot, a little place in my heart. Is that right near the end of the game, you see Lickers. The
Yeah.
Lickers are back. And then I was like, fuck.
yeah, and it was actually good.
It was good at that point.
Anyway.
We played a lot of 5, didn't we, together?
Yeah, but I don't really. It didn't feel Resident Evil to me though.
No, but like if you played it, I played it co-op every time I played it.
Co-op it was better.
But if you played it on your
That's
own,
where they've gone wrong
It
now.
It
must have
doesn't
been
feel like a
garbage.
Resident Evil
it
game.
must have been
Yeah.
garbage if you played it.
It
on
must
your
have
own.
been, but now they've gone wrong. They've just completely focused on 2-player. But
Mm.
anyway, that aside, I was just saying Resident Evil Revelations was better than any Resident Evil game after 4.
Yeah.
But basically, they'll never release Pokemon for a full console, I don't think, because it just sells that well for handheld. 'Cause it's just that much accessible and
It's a
stuff,
bro-
and it feels more personal because you've got it in your hands and stuff.
Yeah, if they brought that one that we saw like a little bit of gameplay of that
Yeah.
that like kind of
3D, yeah.
Oh, the one I
3D
told you,
kind of- yeah.
yeah.
If they brought that
Generations.
one
Yeah.
out properly, that would be really
That'll
good.
get
I'd
shut down
play
soon.
that.
That'll get shut down. Nintendo
Yeah.
will let it get so far and then they'll shut it down.
But that would draw me in. I'd buy that.
But I think
I mean, I like Pokemon. I've always had Pokemon's always had a special little place in my heart.
it has for
But
me. I won't ever like not stop buying the Pokemon.
I've not had the
games.
recent ones, but I like the early generations. I think they're just quality.
But I think what
That's
you're
what I was
saying
saying.
about
It's just because it's on a handheld.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's more
that's what
personal.
that's what it's perfect for. The handheld has got. I think it's even better for horrors than say like I know we played horror games tonight and stuff, but I think when I played Resident Evil Revelations, yeah, when I played Resident Evil Revelations, I've never been so scared playing a game with my earphones in and stuff like that. I let my mate play the demo. He jumped twice in the demo, and that was just a demo. And
Yeah, I think like what you're saying about handheld gaming, though, it's having like a bit of a comeback now. Like, because like everyone was worried, or people are still worried, like, oh, mobile gaming, blah blah blah. But like, if you look at like the stuff that Nintendo releasing for 3DS, like of the last year, and then coming this year, it's like great games.
And the 3DS done miles better than the Wii U.
Yeah, yeah.
it's because it's story over graphics.
Yeah.
That's why it's doing better.
It's just like the.
See, something related to something I was going to say is that with handheld gaming, especially now with like 3DS and stuff, my favourite thing about it is now I can have like the Ocarina of Time, or I can play Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City or whatever on my phone, and it's like you've got this whole big
game
experience, this like world, and it's like it's
Getting the hand movements you need, guys. I can't.
there in the palm of my hands. Like I've got a little, I can play Grand Theft Auto 3 on my phone. Like what, 12 years ago, if you told me like, oh, 12 years time you're able to play that on a little thing, like that's what, a couple of inches long. I don't like, no.
Seriously, keep it quiet. It's only a couple of inches long.
Well, I tell you what, right? I bought Final Fantasy X and X-2 for the PS Vita.
Oh, you got it for the Vita?
Got it for
Instead
the
of
Vita.
free?
I bought it for both.
Yeah.
And I went to London last week, and I had a 3.5 hour train journey, and that was the most fun I've had on a train
Same thing that you've got this
ever,
whole
because I've got Final
world.
Fantasy X, like
Brilliant
is
game.
my
Brilliant.
second best Final
My
Fantasy.
favourite Final Fantasy. Yours is 7, isn't it?
Yeah, but after 7,
Mine's 9.
it's 10, and what a fucking experience I had on
10's
that
awesome,
train.
yeah.
I just fucking loved it. I put my headphones in. What a train journey. When Jenny was like, my partner was like, we're about to like, we're in King's Cross. I was like, oh fuck.
I'm fucking on Blitzball. What are you talking about?
I'm a Blitzball. I'm telling you. I had a
Blitzball
right
was
good
definitely the best side game for Final
Mm.
Fantasy
Yeah.
ever.
It's great,
No doubt about
great. Square, if you're watching this, make me a standalone Blitzball game, and I will buy it.
I'll
if you
buy
put
it
that
as
on
well.
Kickstarter,
You've already
I will
made
put-
40 quid right there.
I will put a month's wages down if you put that on Kickstarter.
The ends fuck all.
it. But my point is that there's certain games that are meant for handheld, and definitely Pokemon, certain horror games are. Like, I wanted to play Silent Hill Book of Memories or whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called.
The one that,
Was for Vita, but I didn't have a Vita.
yeah, but Book of Memories is wank. But what they made one for?
Alright.
No, because it's not a Silent Hill game. It's like a shooter,
Is
top-down shooter. Yeah,
Is it
But-
really?
they made a Silent Hill game for PSP, and apparently that is supposed to be real scary. That's like people say like that's the best one. after
Revelations. I played that. I got scared. I stopped playing it.
Yeah,
I stopped playing it. That's how good it was.
2. Yeah. So
Because you went into the mirrors and it was fucking terrifying. I got 2 hours in. No, I got about 6 hours into it, but the 4 hour to 6 hour, I didn't find a save point, and I got killed by this big fucking slug bastard, and I just thought, I'm not playing that game because it's scary.
worst Silent Hill game on record is Downpour. Do not play it. So I know this. You won't be thinking to yourself watching this video, like, tomorrow I'm gonna go buy Silent Hill Downpour because it's like 2 years old, but just don't buy it.
On the off chance that you were.
Well, yeah, on the off chance. So I think we'll wrap this show up here because it's gone pretty well.
For us.
We're just drunk and rambled. That's all we're
If
doing.
you watch this till the end, give it a
Let's see
like.
Macca's ball.
If I doubt anyone was, but if you watched our last episode back in
September.
September, then well done for coming back and watching this episode.
Should we do a competition?
Give yourself a thumbs up.
I've got like some Pokemon that I've bred which are quite right. Shall we do a competition?
If you want to get yourself...
I don't know what the
Pictures
competition should be.
Oh.
Think about it before you mention it.
Well, we'll get back to a
Alright,
competition.
no, should we do a competition? I've got some Pokemon, which obviously have got my trainer code and stuff like that. Like, they've got perfect IVs, but it just hasn't got Stealth Rock, like it's Tyranitar. It's got 6 perfect IVs. 5 or 6.
If you don't know what IVs are, tune into Macca's next video.
So, we'll get back to you on the competition. If you're on a competition,
Just cut that bit out.
let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this, and we'll see you again next time.
Comments.
Bye.
You